field we're going to work with this time is the budget field. Now this is a number. We've got a budget here stylized to say 250.00, so we've got a stylized number there. And we want to help to make our input more useful, especially when we show it on the form. Currently we've got 250, so that's not necessarily very good. Now in normal circumstances, numbers are often aligned to the right. So when we're also changing this type, we'll change the number's position so that it aligns on the right hand side of the field. Just by convention, numbers go to the right. So let's do that, and we'll go to the Ionic docs and see what's available. I'm in Ionic docs, click the UI components as we normally do, and we're going to go to inputs because that's the type of thing that we're dealing with. Now this deals with the appearance, this page deals with the appearance, but the way in which the inputs and the various other controls here are managed are looked at in the API docs. And you'll see that an input can be of type text, password, email, number, and so forth. And so we think that it's probable, I would imagine it's probable, that we're going to use the number type. And the way in which we're going to do it is we're going to change the CSS. We're just going to selectively change it when it is a number and not of any other input type. We don't want to generally apply our changes to all input types. So what we'll do is we'll go to the CSS file for the detail page and make our changes there. So we're going to change inside the detail SCSS file, and we're going to change what we're going to do with an input. So input, when the number is when the type of detail in the box is a number, align right. So we've changed the input appearance through the CSS. You should understand CSS, and you will know that now when the input has a text type of a number, then we're going to align it to the right. So let's go back to our HTML page. The last thing we have to do in our budget field, so we're going to have type number. Save. I think I may have to save all. I can't remember whether I saved the other ones. So save all. And let's look at our browser. So if we now click, our number is aligned to the right. Now one other thing you'll see is that because this is the desktop version of Chrome, we have this increment tool and decrement tool. It wouldn't work on a mobile, it'd just be too small, wouldn't it? So it really is useful for handling numbers in the desktop. Until we export an Ionic project towards a target platform, we're running in this desktop browser, so we can use desktop tools. And you may deploy an Ionic app as a desktop browser item and an application, and you would have all these tools available to you in that. So we now have our right align number just as we wanted it to do. We haven't addressed the problem yet of the decimal places after the number, but I think it's okay for the moment. We've got the effect that we wanted to achieve with right align.